Everyone, in today's video, I'm going to talk about running form. So a lot of my clients are runners, and one of the most important things we talk about is trying to optimize your running form so that you're becoming more efficient and effective, and also making sure that you're reducing your risk of injuries. So one of the most common forms I see with running is people keeping their chest really up, their ribs are flared up, and then they're really landing on their heel when they land. So they're almost kind of running like this. Now, you want to make sure when you're running that it's almost like you're trying to catch yourself as you fall. So one of the things I really teach my clients is you want to think about keeping your ribs stacked over your pelvis. So again, you don't want to keep your pelvis tilted forward and your ribs flared. You also don't want to be like this. So keep your ribs and your pelvis nice and stacked in parallel. Now, when you're running, you want a slight lean forward from your ankles. So you don't want to be leaning forward from your hips, but you really want it from your ankles so your body is like one straight line. By leaning forward from your ankles, you're naturally going to land on your midfoot or more of your forefoot. And that's going to help with your momentum, because imagine every time you land on your midfoot, you're allowing yourself to keep falling over and over again. Versus if you land on your heel, it's a big like braking force. It's almost like a lot of impact, and it's preventing your momentum from going forward. So by allowing yourself just to think about leaning forward from your ankles, you're automatically going to land on your midfoot, and then you'll automatically allow a nice knee bend. It's really common, again, when you land on your heel to have a straight knee when you land, and that's going to put a lot of force up the chain. But if you allow your joints to be nice and soft when you land on your midfoot, you allow your knee to bend, your hip to bend, your trunk to bend. All of that is really great for distributing shock or forces throughout your body instead of it making a big braking force and a lot of force in one of your joints. So that's one of my major or most important tips when you're running, is keeping your ribs and your pelvis nice and neutral, leaning forward from your ankles, and that in turn allows you to land on your midfoot. Another tip that can help when you're running is having a quicker cadence. So you don't want to take like really big strides when you're running. You want to take some like medium, quicker steps. More steps per minute is what a cadence is. So that can be really helpful so that you're not absorbing as much load. When you take a bigger step, you're absorbing more load into your body. So if you are struggling with shin splints or knee pain, hip pain, or plantar fasciitis, try taking smaller steps when you're running, increasing your cadence, and taking more steps per minute, and that will allow your body to absorb load but in smaller amounts as you are trying to recover from injury and get back into your running routine. So I hope that video was helpful. One more thing that I was going to say is when you are looking, you don't want to look forward and up. You kind of almost want to look diagonally down. That will help you naturally have this forward lean from your ankles. So if you're really looking up, you're going to be flaring your ribs, tilting your pelvis forward, and getting this kind of chest up running position. But if you kind of look angled down a little bit, you're going to be able to lean more from your ankles and land on your midfoot. So I hope that video was helpful, and let me know if you have any comments below regarding the running form discussion that we kind of talked about.